Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon.
So my question is, what are the common misconceptions about participation and involvement when it comes to politics? And how can we combat these misconceptions and communicate more effectively?
We saw in the recent Alabama election that when an issue is clear, we turn out. And it sometimes is difficult to clarify issues. And so one of the challenges is educating our public, our community, on how elections work. So many young people tell me, my vote don't matter. And you know what? The way districting is going on, the way gerrymandering is going on, they're not wrong. Because we have to participate and understand on that level how to challenge this redistricting catastrophe that has relegated our votes to not being counted, such that even when we win, we lose. And it's across the country. And it's also regardless of party. Because when the Democrats are in, they do the same thing. Right. So we have to understand how to deal with gerrymandering and redistricting such that we are not adversely affected. And in that way, we can impact policy. Because they got to pay attention to us. I tell our young people the worst thing that happened in the last election, when Bernie got knocked out, so many of our younger people just got disgusted and said, we're not voting. We don't have the luxury of not voting. We have to vote, even if it's for the lesser of the evils, so that the major constituencies see that we are voting, so that they see that we are willing to be participants. So I agree with the previous two speakers. Apathy is rampant, the data is skewed, and somehow we have an obligation to educate. We've got to help our people understand how policy has changed. So the NAACP throughout the years has had this legal agenda of harassing legislators, harassing people by phone, by any means necessary to get their attention and to get them to understand what our agenda is. The problem is with that, they smile in your face. And they make you feel, we got it, we're going to vote your way. But we see what happens on the congressional level. The filibustering, the meandering, the political ploy so that they can have some other advantages. So we've got to dig deep with participation in our communities, with an understanding, with education. And how we get people out is still a challenge. Because so often we're preaching to the choir, you all. You know, so often we're telling the people who already care. So I want to say, I agree with what's been said. The challenges are huge, and education is key.